about that? There we go. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Iowa State basketball. Usually, Jesus, how long has it been? A couple weeks? It's been 2-3 weeks? It's been a little bit. Since my last one. I think it was right at the beginning of March, and usually I'm pretty happy with March because that means that it's NCAA basketball tournament time, and that usually means there's a lot of people looking up college basketball videos, and people tend to remember College Hoops 2K8. It seems to happen, about once a year around March. A lot of people end up remembering that College Hoops 2K8 exists, and then I get a lot of views and subscribers on my videos based off that. Yeah, not so much this year. not so much this year with the. I guess I'll mention it because who knows who's going to listen to this, like how long in the future they're going to listen to this. But thanks to the coronavirus, the NCAA tournament's canceled. So I feel like the buzz on college basketball is kind of gone at this point. So at the very least, I can still keep my own personal college basketball games going and enjoy that, at least that much. So we got a nice little. Is there a bot that does? I should probably figure out bots. I never really figured out like bots that show me stuff on my channel. Now that you put that there, I'm like, I know that there's other people who have that. I should probably look into that. I just never really did that. But oh no. I don't know if there should be questions about the last stream. Woof. All right, Oklahoma's not as good as they used to be, and of course Iowa State's quite a bit better, so we might be able to dispatch them pretty quickly. You feel like you came across my page last March? I mean, that's the thing, is I think a lot of it's been happening the last, like, I don't know, 5 years probably, pretty much like ever since I started doing this. Anytime March came around, I think it started with NCAA Basketball 10, and then again when I was doing College Hoops, I just get an influx of people. So yeah, there we go. So at least I have this. Whoops.
Backs him down.
Whoops. That's not what I meant to do, but I guess it worked. I didn't even realize. I was like looking. I've played this game for I don't know how long, and I never really quite realized that you can actually see the like pro buzz around them, like where they would probably end up in the draft. See, I did. You know what I'm doing is. It's working, so I guess I can't complain. But what I'm doing is I'm doing like new NBA stuff. So I keep spinning the right stick like as if I'm gonna spin like in the new games. But this game's like 13 years old now, and it didn't have a dribble stick at the time. So it's working out well though. This 7'3" Dirk Nowitzki I've got on my team has done me very well. Dude, if I had that'd be fantastic. Hey!
He'll have a chance for a three-point play. A superior effort to fight.
No, Kata, I know. I think maybe he got. I don't know. We're gonna find out he was like patient zero. We're going to find out he's actually like an 80-year-old nursing home patient in Seattle. And that's going to be all. It's like, oh no.
Dishes to the wing. Osborne gets the three-pointer to go.
There
They're
we
now
go.
Behind by 4.
This is the origin of the present.
Left in the half.
Shit. There we go.
Timba backs in.
I keep doing it. You know what it is? I keep forgetting that the left stick is the thing. I gotta move every time. I can't break myself of these habits, which is weird because I haven't even played that much. I think in the last like month, I've probably played more college hoops than I have. I probably played more college hoops than I have new NBA 2K. Maybe.
He'll take the foul. That defender clearly got some contact.
That's a degenerate 80-year-old.
Open and shut case. He
All
got
right,
it.
striker. There we
And he
go.
makes the first.
It's amazing. I think I've done like 3 or 4 streams in the last like week or so. It's amazing what happens when you have all this time. Because it's like, oh, well, okay, I go to work, I come home, that's it.
Coach Wilson wants to shake things up just a little bit.
I hung out with like one friend
The group of kids on the
yesterday
floor play
for
with
like
great
fucking
chemistry.
5 hours because we usually have our Magic the Gathering nights, but it's actually at a friend's place, and he has like a 6-year-old daughter, so yeah, kind of being around people with kids, they were just kind of weary and not really wanting to take too many chances. So until further notice, we're not really doing any of that, unless we're doing like I think there was oh god, what the fuck was he saying was an app? I've never heard of this app before, which is weird because I hear about just damn near everything. It's something called like Cockatrice. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, that's why I remember it because people were making jokes in our Facebook chat about how it's 3 cocks. But yeah, it's called Cockatrice. I have never heard of it. Apparently it's for people who, there we go. That's how I remember how to do it. Apparently people who play Magic the Gathering, with friends but from distances do this. So.
Osborne dumps it off.
Wow, you misspelled everything on that. There's only 2 words, and you somehow managed to misspell both of them. Hey, Jameson, what's up?
From 3-point range.
There we go. I know, perfect for this community. I remember there was a guy who was there was a guy who used to be a stand-up comedian. He does a different podcast, and he was talking about how a few years ago, he talked to some of the other like open micers. Like, oh, yeah, if you start in on this podcasting thing and you start doing, some live streams, you can talk to a wider audience on the internet and do blah, 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 blah. And, they just looked at me like I was insane and I was just stupid and no way they'd ever do something like that, doing all this, like, podcast internet stuff. And then here they come asking me, they're like, oh, so this podcasting thing, this live streaming thing, what type of equipment do you buy? And he's like, you know what? I just told them to fuck off because they didn't listen to me. Then now we're having this pandemic, and now everyone wants to live stream. That was someone else is talking about this. Like, we're gonna be so super saturated with comedians and everybody else doing live streams because that's how they're gonna be able to try to keep their income going.
Backs down, takes the shot. Couldn't make it a
damn
double-digit
it.
lead on the miss by Milton. But they're still up by 8.
So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. We already get like super saturated with podcasts. There's like podcasts that I've never heard of before and never even there's podcasts and genres I do listen to that it's just like whatever.
He can't come away with a 3-point play.
I see these dudes who do a wrestling podcast. They used to do it on like this little podcast network that I used to be on, and they still do it. And they have like interviews with indie wrestlers, but because there's so many of these types of podcasts, like these things get like 5 views on YouTube, legitimately 5 views. It's like, dude, I can't imagine. There's one dude I haven't checked to see if he still does it, but there's this one dude. He was like podcasting. He was doing like live podcasts for I think like 8 years or so before I even got into it. So he was doing it from like the mid 2000s, something like that. So he's been doing it for like 15 years. I forgot there was this. It was back when if you wanted to do like live stream of audio, there was like a couple places where you could do it, but you had to pay like per hour, and the audio quality was garbage. I wish I could remember what the name of that website was, but it's amazing to me to know that I think as recently as like a year or 2 ago, he's still doing like the same stuff every time. Like he's still doing the watch the weekly wrestling show do a 3-hour podcast on it, and then put it out. And then it's listened to by like 20 people. It's like, dude, I dick around on here for like an hour and a half. Don't have to really do much of anything, but just dick on here. Dick around on here and make degenerate jokes and talk about Joshis. And I'll get 10 times as many people.
Swings it to the wing. Scrucky catches it. Left side. Hammered.
I feel like that would I feel like that would deter somebody, but I guess not. Especially considering the fact that he watches like all the stuff to report on it. So it was like, I watch Raw and SmackDown and NXT and Impact. It's like, dude, that's fucking 7 hours. I think it's 8 hours now, isn't it? And he probably does AEW now too. He might not do Impact anymore, but he might just stick to AEW. But you got to think that's like 9 hours now. When you add in the fact that NXT is now, 2 hours, and Raw's 3 hours. It's like, dude, I can't imagine watching like double-digit hours of wrestling and then doing a 3-hour podcast on it every week, and then have 20 people listen to it. It's not like I have a lot of people who show up for this, but at least people will watch it on YouTube. You barely want to watch 4 hours of wrestling you like a week. I know. There's just that's actually it's actually I forget who said it. I think it's Gabe Newell. Here, give me a second. Gabe Newell, I think, had one of my favorite quotes about piracy, is that piracy isn't a price issue, it's a distribution issue. And when you see now the fact that you don't really have to go around like pirating a bunch of different wrestling stuff, like you don't have to go around finding DVDs or any other horse shit from promotions. You can just, turn on their network and then you can watch all sorts of stuff. It makes things much easier. So now you can watch as much wrestling and whatever wrestling you like, and then just keep up on all of that. I kind of see how, like, in Japan they only follow like a couple of promotions, because honest to God, it's just, I can't imagine. And at least there they don't have like 2-hour shows every single week, but they'll have like tours and all that, and like live shows, so they'll do that. But I can't imagine trying to keep up on all that. Not anymore. Oh, that's not really a thing anymore with people just only watching 1 or 2 promotions.
Milton catches it out left.
Oh, come on, Milton.
Backs down.
Yeah, he probably could make it.
Gets it top of the key.
Yeah, he slacked off on him. Ah, damn it. All right, you got it. Is that a foul on us? Nope. Now there's barely any wrestling. Well, yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point now that there's barely any wrestling.
Kimba inbounds the ball.
But yeah, even then, like they're still keeping the weekly shows around. Like Japan's not really, they don't have much because they don't have a ton of TV. Stardom will probably still do their weekly show because they got months and months of backup shows that they can just, dig into and make a weekly show out of. They might just start showing classic stuff from like 4 years ago. Like, hey, remember when Io Shirai and Kairi Hojo was here? We'll show you that.
Swings it to the wing, puts it up. The three-pointer hit by Evans.
You're on your phone, so but delay. Oh, that's no problem. Ignoring.
Shepard.
Oh, Adam Page.
Bounces it to the baseline.
I thought you were just making a comment. I didn't know what you want. What do you want me to say about the comment? No, Adam Page washes his hands and looks like a porn star. Okay.
He's 2 for 3 from deep. This is outright.
Hawkeye Pro is real. Me too. I don't know how much money that thing makes. Just have a $1 billion. I too wish I had $1 billion TV deal with Fox to air stuff like late night. Okay.
Shoots it. The offensive board gathered by Milton. The last shot.
You know, it's actually kind of funny. I probably would have something for 2016 for my anniversary build-up stuff today, because usually on my days off is when I'm like working on videos for anniversary. I did it last week. I didn't do it this week because I don't know. Something inside of me just decided I wanted to work on some stuff for 2020 for something that doesn't even exist yet. It's like, oh yeah, I still got a few more weeks of my 2016 thing to do that people are interested in, but I wanted to make, I wanted to finalize some logos and company names and all that good stuff. Because I've only changed my mind about 5 times and all that. I might still end up changing my mind again.
20 feet away. He's got 5. Diggs tosses it up court.
But super important I spend my time on that.
Gets it out left. Backs
There you
down.
go. There you go.
The layup was floated in by
Week straight of all-day range, your first opportunity to get some outdoor activity going. Nice. Yeah, it's been kind of on and off rain for a little bit. I think it was raining quite a bit this morning, but I think it turned it down. It kind of stopped raining a little bit later on.
Long with the shot. Off the mark thanks to the tight D.
I just don't know
Go.
what he's thinking with that shot.
Oh.
There's no way that's going in for him.
Shepard goes up.
I was hoping for a foul. That's good wrestling. Last on card sheet of main events. Oh. Yeah, no, it's kind of, it's, there's a lot of people. I wish I could sit here and talk about how weird it's been. But honestly, the only difference between this Wednesday, like the only difference between today and last Wednesday is I didn't order food because I had $100 worth of groceries sitting in my fridge and freezer. It's really the only real difference. Other than that, I pretty much just stayed in my room. I went between my room, the bathroom, and the kitchen. Just kind of.
What do you think of the first half, Bill?
I can't think of too much good to say about this game so far. Maybe
Just kind of bumming around. Play more snowboard, kids. We need more rocks. Oh, God. Yeah. I think we're doing fine. We don't need no adjustments.
We're all set to begin the second half. Fitch inbounds it to start the second half.
Yeah, they've pretty much shut down everything. I did actually go out to eat at a sports bar on Monday with one of my friends, and we both kind of knew. At least I knew. I don't know if he pays. Well, he pays a little bit of attention because he works at a biolab, but yeah, I think we both sort of knew that that was going to be the last time we're going to be able to go out and enjoy ourselves. So it was a nice little last hurrah. In fact, it wasn't even the first place. Like the first couple places we were going to go were closed. So
Scrucky backs him down.
There we go. Been enjoying the discounted food delivery services. Is it discounted? That'd be nice. Because I know there's quite a few places on DoorDash that I don't use, mostly because of the the delivery fees. It's weird because I don't mind paying. It's weird because in my mind for some reason.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, okay. There's still delivery fees, but in my mind for some reason I look at like some of the food where it's like, oh yeah, this would be great to get a nice burger from this place. That'd be fine. Fucking $12 burger. That sounds great. And then just like, but I'm just go, $5 delivery fee. Ugh. Then I gotta pay the driver another $5. Nothing on Uber Eats for mom and pops. Oh, see, I don't use Uber Eats. Maybe I should look at Grubhub, see if Grubhub has any discounts or anything like that. You suck. Oh, good.
By Scrucky. Peñazola passes it up court. Backs down.
Thankfully, pickup is still a thing, which is nice because I use DoorDash consistently for pickup
Pitches to the high post.
He was
with
trying to thread the needle, Vern. There just
with
wasn't
a
enough
lot of those
space for
mom
that
and
pass.
pops.
Aaron shot by Sykes.
So hopefully they still allow pickup.
Peñazola pulls the trigger.
There we
From
go.
downtown. They got on this
Up by
roll
20,
a
which
while
means we're
ago,
probably
and
just going to give it a couple more
back.
minutes if we can keep
Doubled
up like this. If we can keep up this pace.
That one was drilled.
Aye, that almost looked like he phased through. Did he manage to get that? That was pretty good. That was pretty good that he managed to make that happen. I want to see the angle that he shot at. Yeah, that's an interesting angle. He just barely misses the backboard. Damn.
1 for 5 for the game. Backs in.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a mismatch. Ah! Oh my God.
19 points, and he leads all in scoring. Oklahoma.
Darkside
they have
Phil's
made some
advice: eat
changes
out all
just
day.
now.
Darkside Phil's also $500,000 in debt, so I don't know if his
Sooners
advice
just
is
added impromptu coaches
very
meeting, Vern.
sound.
They feel like they haven't been getting their shots off quick enough, so look for them to really pick up the pace on these next few times up the court.
Should I also follow his
Swing
advice
pass,
and spend
left wing.
$40,000 on WWE mobile games?
1-on-1. Unloads. They rule this one.
Damn it.
goaltending. Count the shot. The Cyclones will bring out some reserves.
Come on. Come on.
Shepard inbounds the ball.
There we go.
Cuts off the pass. Leads him
Yeah,
with the
no one,
pass.
no one
The
send
D
this to
was really
DSP.
waiting for him there.
That's how you do it.
Because I know he'll just be on his streams.
Wait for the misstep and then
Last
capitalize.
night, I got this this clip.
Catches it
People
out
just
left.
send me these things. This
Chewy
guy, this
backs him
no-namer, just starts trashing me, saying I'm a terrible
Shepard dumps
person,
it
I'm
down
an
low.
awful
Left
person,
wing.
and
Chewy C. Fires.
damn it.
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they
Need
tried
more
to
no
sneak
fan
one through on him.
DDT shows.
The
I'm
big
sure
guy
we'll
has
get
spoken.
plenty. I'm sure we will get absolutely more.
Releases. The three-pointer was drained by Osborne.
I was gonna say, like I said
66%
before,
of the
when it
game.
comes to no fan
what kind
shows,
of
I feel like
defense
the
they're in,
people at
don't you,
most,
Vern? Hit 'em in.
the people that
Backs him
most
down.
helps
Picks it
is
up.
people like
Almost a
DDT
three-point
who already do
opportunity.
matches in the
Instead, he'll go to
streets half the
line for
time.
two.
So it makes great sense.
Goes up. Knocks down the first
Perfect.
one. The Sooners will bring in some players from off the bench.
Hey, Striker, welcome back.
Cox takes it up. He gets the second
Jesus.
ball as well. The Sooners
I
will
could
take
just
a
hear
timeout.
my roommate down the hall in the living room, just yelling at Call of Duty, whatever that battle royale mode that they came out with is. All right, let's see. If we get to about 8 minutes, we're up by 20. That'll be it. It's not nice to trash other no-namers. Tell them that.
Evans inbounds the ball. The Sooners have got a lot of ground to make up.
There we go.
Stikes passes it to the wing.
Big ups to no-namers. There's too much of this shit that I follow.
Takes
That's
the
another
shot.
thing. This is what happens when
good from
I'm on the
three-point
internet
land.
too much. Is I get
Wasn't
wrapped
too worried
into
about that
like
one.
crazy shit
Gave
that
him room to
happens
get it off.
randomly on the
Mainly
internet,
because
and then
they
I
prefer
find
the
out about
long three
memes and
over
other
him
stuff.
driving it in.
Found out
The
about this
Sooners
dude
with
who's
some
like
difficulties.
33, living with his parents.
With the wide open look off the mark.
I
by
forget his
Otegano.
name.
You
It's a
have to
it's a
get that.
ridiculous
Hard to
name.
imagine
It's like
he could get a
Dayton
cleaner
something.
look.
But yeah, he's
Milton
like a
backs down.
I shouldn't have done that.
Cox
That's all
from
right. Make the
downtown.
3. There you go.
Connects. He's
How's life in
shooting
Iowa right now?
75%
Post office still heavy
downtown.
servicing
About
packages.
7
Oh
and a
yeah.
half minutes left in the
Dude, the
second.
post office, I feel like the post office and the IRS are going to be the two last places to close. Can you imagine if they actually tried to close that down? They ain't going to do that, especially in tax season.
Milton.
Like, oh yeah, no, you don't worry about your taxes. No, April 15th, fuckers.
They reacted quickly
Better have
enough
your
to
goddamn
throw 'em off.
taxes in. Not only do I have that, I got my refunds. Mostly spent them, but I'm getting it back because I'm not going to fucking Tampa anymore.
18-footer on the money by Oregano. But they still trail by 23. Top of the key.
Oop, oop, oop.
Skips it to the left wing. Cox launches one from
There
beyond
we
the
go.
arc. Yes.
They postponed the
By
tax filing
26.
deadline. Interesting. I
Stike
bet you
brings
they'll
it
still
up
be
the
open
floor.
though.
The Sooners
I
call
feel like
time.
that's gonna be it. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We're up. We're up by enough. It's like what, 26 points? That's what you get for wanting to go to Tampa. All right. Nice home win. They made an update to Ob's Studio, and I don't really like it because now it has like little icons next to everything, and I really wish I figured out it because I just did it like 2 minutes before I started streaming. I need to figure out how to turn it off. It's a pain in my ass. I don't like it. I don't need to see a big icon of like what it is. That's why I name things. So I know what it is that I'm clicking on. I don't need to know that it's text or a picture or whatever the hell it is. I understand. I got water. Give me a second. Dude, he's not here. But yeah, the guy I was gonna see in Tampa, I feel really bad because like I think it was just yesterday he was basically posting about how depressed he is over the fact that he's not gonna be able to go to these shows, and I feel really bad because it really did sound like he really did sound sad, and I'm like, oh dude. He's talking about how it was like the only thing he was looking forward to, and like, oh god, McDonald's has already beaten the shit out of him. I hate this. I feel bad for him, man. Because yeah, they'll be back next year when it's in LA. Where's the Twitch point dump? I don't know. Took one in the toilet. You can reach there. All right. Ooh, uniforms. You know what? I'm gonna do the uniforms. Let's do the uniforms. I don't do the alternates that much. Let me see here. I think it's good. What? It's gonna be green? Oh. You know what? The green on yellow might not be a good look. I might wait until someone not Baylor. Maybe someone who has like a darker color scheme or something. Let me see here. I'm gonna have Kansas, Texas Tech, Kansas State. Kansas State might be a little bit nicer because they'll probably have like darker purple colors. There we go. Window on potentially seeing Idolmaster in the Staples Center slowly shutting with each passing day. Were they supposed to be in LA? Was that a oh, that was probably a Anime Expo thing, wasn't it? That's what I'm imagining. See, you don't even have to go. You don't even have to go to Japan this year to possibly. Well, I guess now that door's closing, but you wouldn't have had to go to Japan to actually see a concert this year. And I quote, "Snowball those kids." Yeah, I said. To be fair, I said hashtag snowball those
It's
kids.
time for college hoops on 2K Sports. The Baylor
Gotta make sure it's in
battle
there.
the Iowa State
We gotta
Cyclones.
hashtag it, make it trending. I'm just hearing my roommate just yelling at Call of Duty, like fuck. Not
The
confirmed, but
Cyclones
non-zero
control
chance.
the
Yeah,
opening tip, and we'll get this one started.
that's what I said about Tokyo Joshi Pro. I'm like, it's not officially canceled, but really, I'm just wait. Like for about a week there, it was like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the official announcement. Like. Once I was seeing stuff on Twitter that basically said, yeah, the only reason we haven't officially canceled it yet is because of the clause in our contract where we can hopefully get paid, so that we don't go bankrupt. So yeah, I kind of knew it was just a matter of time. Snowballing is gross. I don't like it.
Down low. Corralled.
Damn it.
Hits the soft reverse layup.
Is this the official
They're now
tournament
behind
now?
by one.
It should be.
Peñazola
Oh,
passes
God,
way
too
down
far.
the court.
Okay, never mind.
Snatch.
No. Oh,
Man.
God, you were right underneath the
They're
basket.
still out in front
Come
by
on,
one.
man.
Let's go to our sideline
And don't
reporter, Tracy
watch the
Wilson,
last.
for an
Yeah,
update.
dude, the last stream is
have
really
for Tracy?
something.
Well, just before the game, I talked to Coach Wilson. He said he spent a lot of time on the chalkboard this week,
Screw it.
adding a few extra
Never mind.
wrinkles to their offensive game plan. He said, against a team that is as sophisticated defensively as they are, we have to add some looks that they haven't seen before, and I think we've done that.
Thank you, Tracy.
I love the defense there. They were all over
Ah,
that
damn
shot.
it.
Stolen by Baylor. Leads him with the pass. Caught.
All right,
Wipes
all
the board off the window.
So what
Under
happened in the
11
last stream
minutes
sounds
left
like
in
a
the half.
felony.
He attacked
No, I
it
was
with
playing
everything he
snowboard
had,
kids,
but
and you
still wasn't
know,
enough.
I say things and then it comes out. Well, it didn't really come out wrong as much as it was. Oh, I kind of realized what I said. Screw it. Not like I'm planning on running for
Backs him
public
down,
office.
Pulls the trigger. Hits the inside
In
shot.
20 years, if I ever run for
Up by
public
3.
office, just keep clips of my Twitch streams that you can showcase.
Maddox. Nice little crossover.
Good jobs in Tyler beating kids with
Hits the tray.
snowboards,
And
turning
we're all tied
into
up
giving.
5.
No, I didn't do the
Peñazola
turning,
brings it up the board.
giving crack to them. You guys did that one.
Has it on the elbow.
Oh, that might not be a good
Struck
idea.
from 18
Oh, we
feet
got
away.
it.
Connects. He's got
Xbox
7.
Series X consoles for everything. It came wrong, then was gargled.
Shoots from the elbow. The offensive rebound by Jefferson.
Damn it.
Jefferson didn't get that rebound by accident. He knew right where to be.
Errant last shot by Maddox. About 9.5 minutes left in the half.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
Shepard releases from 16.
Well, it really doesn't seem like I'm going to
Gets the
really be going on any trips
They're
here
now
this
out in
year.
front
We'll
by
see.
4.
But
The Bears
oh no!
will retain possession.
Ooh! I about had a heart attack there for a second because I watched that freeze for a second there. I got a little worried.
Jefferson
But yeah,
inbounds the ball.
I like the cheerleader backflipping right next to him as he's trying to inbound it. But yeah,
Beats it to the high post.
because I think I'd been talking a lot about 3 hours ago. You can fly cross country for $37.
Dicey
I know,
pass.
it's
Puts it
amazing.
up. The jumper
It's
was
probably
buried
cheaper.
by Jefferson. But they're
Or
still
not
behind
cheaper,
by
but it's
2.
probably cheaper now than I first saw.
Milton backs in, dishes it to the wing. It was
Look at
nailed by
that.
Shepard. They push their lead to 5.
But I've been talking a lot about getting a house, and
Pass it, right wing.
yeah, my
Van off the mark with the
what
3
is it
ball.
lease?
He got
My
the look
lease
he wanted
agreement
to
was
there,
set
Bill.
to be up
Wouldn't let him
at the
have
end
too
of
many more
April,
those. He can light
and
you
I
up.
decided against it. I
Misfired
decided
on
to
that
wait a
last
year,
three by
just
Cox.
especially how things were going.
Go
Who knows? We might be getting stimulus checks here at some point. It might help out,
Catches it left side. Tucker from deep.
but
Chewy C gets the rebound. They're
yeah,
still down
it was
nine.
one of those things where I was like,
Still
yeah, you know
by
what?
Van.
Having
He
an
was
extra
really
year
waiting for him there.
That's how you
of
do
our
it.
lease
Keep the
to
heat
just kind of
up.
get things
Wait for
together
the
just
misstep
sounds
and
like
then
a better
capitalize.
idea
They're set up in man-to-man.
Peñazola passes to the high post.
than just trying to
Going
rush
double
into
team
it with something I might
The
not
shot.
enjoy.
The
Especially a
three-pointer
house. If you're gonna
by
buy a
Chewy.
house, I mean, it should be a house that you think you're gonna enjoy for at least the next 30 years. I know you could always sell a house, but for me, if I'm looking for a house, I know it's gonna be something I'm gonna like want to live in for more than a decade.
Van.
Waiting year is the right move. Yeah, who knows? You know,
Three. Gets it to go.
economy might take almost certainly take a downturn. It'll take a while to recover. People are probably gonna want to sell their homes. New homes might take a second to get built. I mean, they're building a bunch of new homes around the area,
Last shot laid
but
jet again.
we'll see what
Ready.
happens.
Inbounds the ball.
And of course,
They're
who knows
bringing
what
the
type?
double team.
Who knows how many old people
He's
might
gotta get
die.
on before he
It's
gets
really
the red.
morbid to think about, but it's like, oh, there's probably some old person's home in about a year I can get that their kids have to sell. Oh, that's terrible to think about, but yeah. The car you were looking to buy and drop $2,000. Yeah, I'm guessing a lot of people are not planning on buying cars, And you know what? It actually works out really well too that we're still renting because it's cheaper. And I guess my roommate works for a furniture company, and his bosses are temporarily laying them off. They will get rehired back when needed, whenever everything kind of starts back up again. But yeah, they're laying people off so that he can be able to file for unemployment. And it sounds like they're actually going to do the right thing. I guess not even the right thing, but you know, the good thing was they allowed him unemployment, but they're kind of going above and beyond with the fact that I think they're going to pay them like the 40% back once they actually return to work. So he'll still kind of get paid. It's just kind of in weird little increments, but he'll be having extra money coming soon anyway. That's not job stuff, but yeah. So that's where he's at now. He's finishing up this week, and then he's got to deal with kind of being unemployed for a little bit until further notice. They'll probably drive both of us crazy, mostly him, because I'm still gonna work. I'm telling you right now, like, if there's gonna be 2 places still open, even at the worst points of the coronavirus, it's gonna be the post office and the IRS. They're still going to be sending out letters and packages. They're still going to be filing people's finances. Good chance to pick up a housing bar. Yeah, it is a good idea with that, because I told myself, I guess it depends, because if you have a house that goes on the sale, goes on the market here in the next few months and no one's buying anything, I mean, there's a good chance in 9 months later, when they're getting super desperate to sell the house, might be able to get a good bargain on it. Something I do to my downtime, just roll by house, look for elderly, hanging outside, make a show of writing into a notepad whenever you see them. That'd be fantastic. My mom's got a lot of elderly neighbors. They're all nice people, though. I don't want to do that.
Goes up. He gets the second to fall as well. Cuts off the pass.
Oh, shit.
Such great instincts. He knew
there you go.
Where the ball was going.
Excited to see this turn into a nation of neats. I know. I remember seeing something like this whole thing isn't really going to affect introverted people much. It's extroverted people who are going to be most affected by this type of thing.
He gets them both.
Tyler buys land, becomes a billionaire, starts Hawkeye Pro. I mean, that really... If I become a billionaire, it's because I'm going to go buy me some Bitcoin here. I should see how much Bitcoin is. I almost bought it recently, just a few days ago, when it was like 4,000, 4,500. Because I know it's going to jump back up. That shit's going to be like 10 grand again. This is my chance to maybe... If I even put enough money in to buy a single Bitcoin, that would be a ton. See, now I have to... It's up to 5,300. Fuck! I could have bought... when I thought about buying, I could have bought a whole Bitcoin. I'd already be up $800. Fuck, dude. I should do it now, because it is going to come back. It's going to fucking come back. I just need to remember to tell myself that this shit will come back. Oh.
But they're still up by 7.
5,300. Shit. See, when I first looked, it was like 4,500. So yeah, it's already making an upturn. Man, it really fell off a cliff here, just like a week ago.
He can't come away with a 3-point play. Diggs brings it up court. Shepard dumps it down low.
Boom, there we go. Do it now. I mean, I have to put cash in. I can't really do it right this second, but I have enough sitting in there. I think I could buy a whole Bitcoin. No one ever buys a whole Bitcoin, but I could buy like half a Bitcoin at this point. That'd still be a good chunk of change. It dropped. Yeah, that's when I looked at it. It was 4,200. I'm like, because I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna wait until, because it might drop even lower with the pandemic and everything, and it hasn't. I mean, it still could, but who knows? I'm kind of kicking myself because now I'm sitting here thinking, shit. It's already up like $800 from when I thought about buying one. Already, I was thinking it was going to crash a little bit more because it was just starting to shut down the whole place. Let's keep doing. Oh shit! I wanted to do defense. Oh well, I guess I'll be a good rebounding team now. Stocks are cratering. Yeah, dude, I felt it. Thankfully, I sold off most of my stocks that I had. I still have like $50 or so worth of stocks. And it's like a Canadian marijuana company. Well, it's a pharmaceutical company, but yeah. So I was thinking it was going to do better, but we'll see. I still haven't lost a ton of money off of it because it's only just now, because when I bought it, it was kind of cheap, and then it went up, and now it's dropping below where it was, but it's only just recently getting below where I actually bought it at, so I'm not out a ton of money, really.
And he makes the first. The Bears are making a few lineup changes.
I have to stream do it. Remind you just before the end of it. Yeah, I'll have to remember it.
Gets them both.
I'm really kind of frightened about that type of thing though, because it's like, fuck, dude. Because I want to sit here and believe, because the last time I believed stuff like something was going to happen to Bitcoin. Well, actually, I did one good job. Is there was a point I think last year around June or July where it like took a shit temporarily. Oh, it was the Chinese tariffs thing. I bought right before the Chinese tariffs thing when it was like $6,000, except I only put like $100 into it, so it wasn't a whole lot. And then it jumped up because of the tariffs. It jumped up to like 12,000, and I decided to sell it, which was great because I probably bought it about the lowest time at that point and sold it at about the highest time. So it worked out perfectly, but it only made me like $75 or something.
Lets it go. Milton grabs the rock.
Well, at least we can rebound. If we could just keep the shots going.
No question, he has a big heart and skills to match. He's hard to block out.
Baylor calls time.
All right.
Well, let's get back to the action. The Cyclones are putting the rest of their starting lineup back on the floor.
There we go. See, it's really bad in a climate like this that I have such a bad nail biting habit. It's really not good to have a nail biting habit in this time. I'm gonna end up sick. I just know it. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen at work. We have a supervisor. I don't know if he's back yet or not. But just last week he went on a cruise, so he was gone on a cruise. So I don't know if he's back officially yet or not. But I know a lot of people weren't really thrilled about him coming back because it's like, dude, he's gonna bring some shit back.
What a pass.
Nail biting is a subpar habit, regardless. Yeah. I just hate it. I just hate the fact that I can't really hardly stop myself from doing it.
Gets it left wing. Dish left wing.
Should do what they do for children. Just put like bitterants on it. Knowing me, I'm still gonna I'm gonna work my way through it. I'm just gonna fight through it. There's an officially licensed Animal Crossing New Horizons hat. It's a dad hat, an Isabel dad hat for $15. What do I mean by dad? Oh, it's got the little strap thing in the back. Okay. Just this like green, and then it's just got Isabel's head on it. It's weird.
Good on number 2. Dougherty
An Isabel dad hat. That's that's something.
Scrucky inbounds the ball. The
That's what I'm gonna rock.
They're on a 19-5
On my off days when I'm not rocking my Battlehawks hat, I'm gonna rock an Isabel dad hat.
The shot was good by Cox. He's 1 for 5 from downtown.
Never noticed this game has cloth physics. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, All Pro Football 2K8 had cloth physics on their jerseys. They were talking about that. I know it's generally pointed out whenever someone talks about All Pro Football compared to like Madden, as they talk. I don't know if does Madden not have cloth physics on their stuff? Because I feel like in 2020 there should be, you should be able to see a jersey. I guess to be fair, NFL jerseys don't free flow that much, but you know, you should be able to see like little wrinkles and stuff in it.
Backs in, flip up and in on that last layup.
They're on an absolute tear. I don't think they could be.
But yeah,
any
it's just
hotter.
kind of amazing. You watch them run up and down the court, and you just kind of, you know, you kind of see the shorts just kind of swinging around.
One-on-one. Reddick goes up. Pretty
It wouldn't
pass by
surprise me if
Doherty.
NBA Live
But they're
didn't
still
have it.
behind by 20. Peñazola
Oh,
way
shit.
up court.
No, okay, it worked. It worked out.
Scrucky has it baseline. Throws it up. The three was drained by Shepard.
Man, we are just killing it with the
Now
threes
up by
today.
23.
We still talk about snowboard kids. I mean, we can. Oh no, yeah, in this game,
Pass
yeah.
to the elbow. 2 to me.
It's amazing to know that they figured that out in I mean, to be fair, if you look at the crowd, it's the same like 8 people in the crowd, so
Nice lead pass to
you can
set
kind
that
of
one
see
up.
kind of see
And
where
they're
they
now
spent
down
some of
by
their time.
21.
Accurate cloth physics, but you got this. Oh shit! I didn't realize it was halftime
46
already.
to 25.
But you got the same 8 people in the crowd.
Give us your opinion on the first half, Bill.
If we don't see some improvement soon, this could be even
All right, we're
further
doing
out
pretty
of
good.
reach.
5 for
They need
11
to
on
make some
3-point
adjustments.
shooting. 20 rebounds. Well, how many rebounds do they have compared to our 20? Jesus. Scrocky's just absolutely killing it,
Let's see
as
who
is
we have
Shepard.
as our player of the half, Bill.
Scracky is my pick, Vern.
Well,
He's
gee,
finding
you
ways to
know,
score
I gotta.
straight
The
down the
one thing
floor,
I do
and he's
enjoy
carrying
about
his
the
team.
not having any
Force on the
shows
offensive end, and is putting
his
on a
Stardom
show.
doesn't really have a
Every
choice, but they
tremendous
actually
effort
start
from our
adding their
player of
old
the
shows
half.
back. Stardom World, anytime, because they went from like YouTube to something
We're ready to
else,
begin the
and they
second
had like a few things, but like sometimes they were kind of bad with having old shows, and then they went to an even different thing, which I think is like the same thing that New Japan uses.
Jefferson, inbounds
And
to
it was
start
like
the second half.
notoriously bad for not having
Gets it left
like
wing.
hardly anything for
Behind
some
the
of their
arc.
old stuff.
Grabbed by Timber.
So the good
That's
thing
his
is
third
now is
rebound
they
of the
actually have,
contest.
they kind of don't have
Gracie
much of a
Wilson
choice,
has some
but to just
extra
kind of
info for us.
add new
Thanks, Vern. During
like add some of
halftime,
their
I
old
spoke with
content
Coach
back.
Wilson. He felt it wouldn't
Now
be
they got
classy
plenty
to
of
run
time
up
to
the
do it.
score and was going to change things in
Because
a
they
way to
didn't
make
hardly
sure
ever
that
do it.
doesn't
It was like
happen.
every
Coach said
like
that
6
even though his
months it'd be
starters
like, hey,
have
we
played
added
better,
this
he
new
could
thing
still
from
rotate in his
2016. Oh,
bench
that's
players.
cool.
He said that it wasn't a question of fatigue, but more of a method of
And
showing
it's,
different
oh, we're just
looks
so
on
busy with
offense.
shows and
Guys,
blah, blah,
Nice
blah, blah,
work,
blah. It's like,
Gracie.
you're just being lazy, but whatever.
Backs down.
Now they don't have a choice. Now they have to
Outright.
add their old
Timber
shows back
pulls the
in.
trigger. Connects on his first shot. They're up.
And now it's
48 to
actually
25.
making stuff kind of worth the money. I mean, some of their new stuff was okay, but
Maddox dishes it to the right wing.
oh
That
hell!
last
Wow, they
long
missed
two
that.
Was missed by Reddick.
That was a much quicker shot than they might have liked, but it was a pretty open look, so it's tough to fault him.
Wow! If you saw me like flailing my arms that bad in a shot, I wondered why you would actually try
Touchdown
to
the first
slap my
one.
arm.
Both teams are making substitutions.
So yeah, we finished. I don't know, just moving completely to something different.
Gets the second
I actually
goal as
hung out with
well.
a friend
The
yesterday,
Cyclones are subbing
which
a
is
whole
good
different
because I
group
haven't
in.
done a whole lot of that in the
Reddick
last week.
inbounds the ball.
thanks to this thing and people having kids and not wanting their
Feeds
kids
right
to
wing.
possibly be affected by stuff. Yeah, I hung out
Reddick
with like one
gets it
friend.
left wing.
We watched some shows.
The jumper was
We
off the mark
finished
by
up one
Jefferson.
show,
If they leave a shooter like him open
and then
next
we're
time,
watching
believe me, he's gonna
Rise of
make
the
them pay
Shield
for it.
Hero, which I wasn't sure what it was until
Shoots the
I
three.
saw the first
Oh,
episode. I'm
man,
like,
shot
oh
by
yeah,
Savanovic.
no, I've heard about that.
He's 1 for 2 for the game.
Live DDT
The
tomorrow
Bears
night, nice.
have got a lot of ground
I
to
want
make up.
degenerate talk. Well, there's your degenerate talk. I'm talking about anime.
Van takes the shot.
Talk about
Answers
Rise of the
right
Shield
back
Hero.
with his own three. He's shooting 42% for the game.
Yeah. Once I saw a good chunk of the first
Back
episode, I'm like,
in.
oh yeah, never mind. I have heard of this show.
High post.
This was the show that
Passes
was
it to the right.
known
Open
for
look.
its
Missed
first
shot
episode.
By Mikalauskis. But they're still out in front by 25. Van hands it off. Beats it to the wing.
So,
Jefferson
it looks fun
lets
though.
It go. Comes up empty from the wing.
Oh, it's good, but that first episode. Yeah, that first episode just like I'm sitting there and I'm just shaking. I'm just like, oh fuck this. I'm just, dude, I was like, I felt it in my soul, like the anger. I just felt it throughout my body.
Milton tosses it up court.
Come on. That's not who I wanted to get it to. There we go. Chewy. Never mind.
Stolen by Baylor. Just over 9
Fifth playing,
minutes
you
left
read
in the second
manga.
half.
I mean, I read sometimes some manga.
Slows down for him to the point he sees things that others don't.
I guess what genre of manga though? We talking?
Vasquez makes his first appearance.
I read some anime related stuff. Not usually the most PG of stuff though. Oh god. Oh my god.
Foul shot is good for a 3-point play.
That's crazy. That's a bit fucked.
Inbounds the ball.
Oh my god, he actually made it.
The layup
Oh my
back in by
god, that was amazing.
The Bears call
You only
time.
felt that bad in comics, you know the type I mean. There we go. Yeah, it really depends on you know what you're reading and what you're exposed to, and you know what type of characters they are.
The
You know,
Bears down big.
maybe a girl decides to enter high school to become more popular,
Passes to the
and
top of the key.
she finds a guy who gives her some drugs, and next thing you
Gets it
know,
left
she's a
wing.
drug-addicted
That last dribble
prostitute.
off the mark.
You know, these things happen.
Shoots it.
Thanks. Damn it.
Three-pointer
That would have
is
been
off the
perfect.
mark. After the up fake
So
by
he's
Savanovic.
just returning in kind. That
But they're
makes,
still
I mean,
up
that
by
makes sense.
24. Tucker puts it up, knocks it
But
down
something that
for
generally has a, that's the
He's
thing,
shooting
is like,
66% from 3-point range.
you know, I've seen enough stuff that have a good premise and then aren't
Vasquez
executed well
backs
at all.
in.
I was really hoping for Hot Mom Isekai to be so much better than it was.
Takes it
I'm
up.
ready for a
Jump shot is
MILF
good for a
Isekai.
three-point play.
Apparently,
Jefferson inbounds the ball.
the one we
The
got
Bears
last year
are really
was
struggling.
not good. So I'm just a little upset about that
Gogerty.
because something's generally pretty good on. Oh, I
Savanovic
didn't even realize you
is
could do that
tagged
with the
a
right
reach,
stick.
And that's his first foul.
It takes
Could be
quick
double
hands to
man
get
crime.
the theft, and he was too slow that
I've
time.
heard about it, but yeah. Healing hero. How is he healing? His superpower is healing.
Catches it.
Heals
High
with
post.
his dick. Dude, I want a manga about that.
Gogerty
It's probably a
bounces to the top
hentai,
of the
but
key.
I want a manga about that. To turn into an anime adaptation. About a dude in a fantasy world who's a healer. And the only way he can heal people is with his dick.
Backs him down.
It's like the isekai male protagonist version of oh fuck, what the hell is it? The Fate spinoff. Fate Khalid. It's just that, but with less lollies and lesbianism, which would probably inherently make it worse.
He gets up close and personal and closes the deal.
Leaves no room for error and no room
He
for
kills and brings
anybody
back to
do
life.
anything
The
about
main
it.
girl he kills and
Dishes
brings
out
back
left.
to life repeatedly. Oh, you mean like fucking Dokuro? There we
Mikalowskis
go.
catches it right wing.
Oh, maybe. Oh,
Mikalowskis
that was
yanks
not
it
good.
down. Vasquez beats it
There
to
you
left
go.
wing. That last
There you go.
by Savanovic.
It's an
Everybody
interesting
in the
talk to
arena
join
can see
in
that
during the
coming,
stream.
except
Yeah, we're just talking about manga and anime and my idea for an anime. Healing hero people uncap their maximum level limit by absorbing bodily
Low
fluid,
block.
so you can see how that goes.
The
The hero
lay-in
builds
was
his
good
party.
by
Oh
Woodward.
no!
But they're still down
Oh.
by 27.
So you uncap your level by swallowing.
Dishes to the
Fantastic!
wing. Dig.
It's really.
Swings it to the right wing.
I'm already
Chewy
interested.
has it
I'm
on
sure
the
it's going to be like
inside.
terrible though.
Vasquez fires. Connects with the leaner inside. By 29.
Oh yeah, we were gonna watch we started watching the first couple episodes of the Madoka Magica spinoff from this season. I don't remember if it's done or not, but dude, I mean, I know that Madoka Magica is kind of known for the 3-episode rule, but man, episode 2 and 3 were just so fucking slow. It's just like, dude, if it doesn't get better. I mean, both me and my friend were just like, I was like looking at the reviews and like, it doesn't have a great score for something that should be amazing. Oh man, it's fucking disgusting. It's all that but gore. Yeah, I kind of heard about it. I haven't seen it, so.
He gets the second to fall as well. Both teams are going to shake things
and
up
I suck after you, Cuphead. I thought about that. Because I haven't played a game that I suck at just for the sake of being terrible at it and then recording it for people to laugh at. Cuphead might be bad. Just as long as I know how to dash in the air. If I know how to jump dash, I think I'll be not. I don't think people will make as much fun of me as they could.
And they're now out in front by 29. About 5.5 minutes left in the second half.
He's so low. Cures COVID with his dick. What the fuck? Oh, dude. We're almost up by 30. I didn't even realize that we're so far into the game already. Yeah, let's just call it good. There we go. Don't want to be disgusted. Maybe throw up and feel like shit. It might be okay. Let me see here. The streak has passed 30 games. We are at 31 games. The home record 66-5. We were doing kind of iffy the first like couple years there. You know, the last couple years before last year was like really shaky. I think we had lost several games in a row, so we're doing much better now. Until we lose all of our people to graduation and draft. That's how it's going to happen. All right. Kansas probably beat us here. Hey, we actually beat Kansas. What's up? Targets. I think I can just talk to all of them. I'll just talk to all of them. At this point, yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. So, yeah, we'll go through Texas Tech, and then we got Kansas State. We're almost there. We're almost to we're a good chunk of the way through this season already. Just like that. Oh, number 1 versus number 20. Number 1 wins. Hey, look at that. It's amazing. We're actually winning some sim games. I'm not judging. I didn't say I'm a masochist. I don't even consider. What? We haven't lost since we. Dude, fuck off. We haven't lost. And we lost 2 spots. How did we lose 2 spots already? How does that happen? How does Texas and LSU do better than us? Have we not beaten Texas yet? No, we got Texas coming up. That'll secure our number 1 spot. Keep us right there. Let's see here. Yeah, how do we end up? I mean, they even got a worse. I think they got a worse. No, okay, so they're undefeated in conference. That's probably why. They're 6-0. We're 6-1. LSU's also. Well, they're 17-1. I can kind of see that, and they're undefeated in conference play, so that's probably why. If we hand Texas their first conference loss, I'm sure we could take that spot back easily. San Diego State's won 10 straight games at least. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 games in a row. Let's see here. Iowa's down at 19. Is this the longest running save or is it TEW? I think this is the longest running save. Well, shit. I don't know what came out first. I think literally I think college hoops and TEW, I think I started close to the same. I started TEW, I want to say in like September 2015. I don't know when I started this. June 2015? I did the recruit thing this week, didn't I? No. There we go. 4 stars and a 3-star. That's not bad. So we can end this early and do TEW shits and giggles. I mean, I feel like there's no shits and giggles with TEW at this point because we still got like what, just 3 weeks left until the anniversary stuff. Let me see here. All right. Kansas State, there we go. We're barely an hour into this. So, here we go. I should do another week at TEW here soon, though. I think that'll be my next thing.
2K8, the Kansas State Wildcats.
It's a book and soup, but you can just write them to shit and giggle. It's a good point. That's going to be the build-up to one of the big matches. Look how spindly that dude's arm is on Kansas State. That number 20. He's got some wiry arms.
Gets the tip and
hardly any muscle mass on that.
Just begun and they're already in the minimum.
Carrington tosses it up, gets the 3-pointer to go.
Oh, damn.
They're now up by 3.
Yeah, it feels weird because it's like TEW's not out yet, but I've already kind of prepared it
But they're still behind by 1.
for my next like series.
Carrington didn't watch his
That's a
feet
good save.
and
I'm just
steps
taking
on the
a
line.
look see how
We're going the other way.
He saved
It was
what?
too late when he realized he was on the line. You've got to be a little more heads up
WWE
for
save. Yeah, there was once upon a time. I think that was actually one of the first things I did. But yeah, so this is before I learned like that things
That wasn't even his
in
man
that things in YouTube, if you play certain videos, music can get things muted and blocked. So a lot of my like WWE stuff that I did with TW 2013 is kind of gone.
Scrucky corrals the miss. They're still up by 1.
I'm not saying I was going to continue that, but I don't know. It's weird because I've never, because I've seen a lot of the people who like to do, you know, WWE or, you know, there's certain like popular time periods, and it's like, I don't know. I've always just really liked doing my own thing, just kind of having the free reign to just decide, like, okay, yeah, I'm going to put a tournament here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I can kind of change it willy-nilly without having to think about like, you know, oh, it's January. You're not going to have the Royal Rumble? Like, nah, no.
4-3.
Just shoot it in his face. Ah, I thought it was going to work.
Didn't get that rebound by accident. He knew right where to be.
The ND seemed more fun. Yeah, I think so too. The idea of just kind of flying by the seat of your pants sometimes, and yeah, like I said, being able to do your own thing. Even though I have like a structure to my stuff, it's my own structure, and I can just kind of change things around at my will.
He must have thought someone was rotating over to block
More
that.
PowerPoints and how many people hate Shane Hollister. Jesus.
That last long two was missed by Carrington.
Damn it.
Last shot laid in by Glover. Scrucky inbounds the ball. Let's check in with our sideline
Hey,
reporter,
Leo,
Tracy
what's up?
Wolfson, who has some info for us.
Just before the game,
Ooh, I thought holding it just a little bit longer would help. What? You suck. Oh, no, that's not good. That's, of all people to have a bad game, Scrocky is not a guy that should be having a bad game right now.
Thank you, Tracy.
Power Pints would be good, too. They just Drew Gulak drinking in the middle of the ring.
The Cyclone.
And another thing about Shane Hollister. Finishing up your TEW save before 2020 comes out. How about me? Yeah, I'm also trying to do that, although I'm getting lazy with my videos because editing, like making videos for like hype stuff for anniversary takes too much time, and I'm lazy.
But it's recovered by Shepard.
And I also just want 2020 to come.
Milton backs him down.
Oh. Ah, damn it. So that's more of what I've been working on. Just being like, oh man, can't wait to do this. I know. Less than a goddamn month.
He gets them both.
I think it's probably right around a month. Yeah, I was supposed to. I told my boss. Oh fuck! That should have been. Oh my god! I hit the wrong button. I mashed my giant thumb on the A and X button, and then of course I hit the A button first.
Nice work by the big fella to get
Oh, I suck.
Chewy C.
Oh, Chewy C's okay, but
Bounces it inside. That last
Damn
layup
it.
was missed by Milton.
It
I'd
doesn't
say
matter
the
how
second or
far you've
third
got
week
to
of
go to
April is the
get the
plan.
burn.
Yeah.
Every rebound is essential.
I
Catches it. Left
changed,
side.
or I'm attempting to change my week off because I had WrestleMania week off. Of course, I was going to be in Tampa, but I'm trying to change it to the last week of April because I don't know when exactly
Weber.
the games are going to come out. But I figured if anything, just having a whole week where I'm just vegging out on that. Plus, Super Mega Baseball 3 is supposed to come out sometime in April too. They haven't said exactly
Backs
when.
him down.
I figured they'd have an exact date if it was going to be the beginning of April, so I'm thinking it's going to be the end of it. So yeah, I'm just trying to get stuff together for that so that I can just sort of veg out for a week and work with stuff on TEWN Super Mega Baseball.
Swings it to the wing. Corner.
Well,
This is the
there we go.
long one. But they're still out in
Getting the
front
official
by
release
2.
date at the end of the month. Yeah, so yeah, I've got
pass.
towards the end of the month.
Backs down.
Towards the end of the month, hopefully off. We'll see.
Terrific job clearing some
Because
space
I
under the
mean,
glass.
if I can't get it, then I
Physicality
guess I'll still
prevailing.
take my first week of April off. Maybe
Dishes.
I got enough.
Cross-court.
I got enough
Carrington
vacation
shoots
time,
it.
but
Drains
I
it
just
for
won't go
three.
anywhere.
He's 2
That'll
for
be
2
sad.
from deep. Just over 7 minutes
Yeah, the
left
best
in
time
the
to
half.
trade school you got canceled, so you could just stay inside and play games.
Milton from downtown.
Came at a pretty okay time for me because I just got the new year came out and I got a bunch of new hours of sick leave and all that. So like at the worst case scenario, if I end up getting sick and have to quarantine myself for 2 weeks, it'll barely put a dent
Step
into my
back over the
actual
midcourt
sick
line
leave.
there. That's
So
an
that's
over
good.
and back violation.
He just lost track of where he was on the floor, Vern.
We're
You
just
have
not
to
Bo
be able
Dallas.
to
They get
dribble
Bo
with your head
Dallas
up
as a
or
literal
things like this happen.
anti-octopus. Wait, what? I feel like, a ridiculous gimmick.
Has it on the
I feel like I already have. I feel like I already have a ridiculous gimmick, and Bo Dallas being a serious character.
And they're now behind by 1.
Team is horseshit. Yeah, I know. We're the former current reigning national champs.
Carrington
Number
passes to
3 in the
wing.
nation. We should be number 1, but we took a loss in the what is it? In a conference game. So we're number 3 in the nation, but I'm guessing we'll, barring anything stupid happening, we'll probably be back-to-back national champions. So that'll be good. You said you already got a hentai octopus. No, not yet.
Swipes the board off the
I told
window.
one of my
The
friends, I'm like,
Cyclones
dude, I
take
feel
their
like
first lead
waifu
from
pillows.
ball
Ah,
side.
damn. Okay,
The
good.
basket here.
I feel like waifu pillows are like the last frontier of weeby shit for me to have.
Free throw's
It's like
good, and we're all
I've
knotted up.
gotten a whole bunch of other things, and it's like I feel like it's like a turning point in my life. I feel like it would honestly be a turning point in my life. It's like there's a portion of my life where it's like before I bought a waifu body pillow and then after I bought a waifu body pillow. Because after I buy one,
Catches it.
it's
Left
like,
wing.
well, I guess I'm this now. I guess this is who I am.
Swing pass.
So I'm trying to
Left wing.
avoid that. Although anytime I go to an anime convention, any of the anime conventions around here, they still sell them. And it's just like, no.
About
Posters and
5.5
figures and
minutes
plushies
left
have
in
not
the
gotten a
half.
pillow.
There's no
Same.
question what kind of defense
I
to
don't
rebound.
have.
Minimum.
I've got like artwork. I don't really have posters. Like they sell wall scrolls at the conventions that I go to, but I never really gotten a wall scroll. But I have gotten, yeah, I do have like I do have figures. I mostly do Nendoroids because they're small and they don't have like, I don't know, a big emphasis on detail and they're cheaper. Although I did buy a couple in Tokyo because they were cheap. It's like, fuck. I didn't want to. It's like I didn't plan on buying full-size figures, but they were relatively cheap. Let me see here. Let's do defense. They're relatively cheap, and I just couldn't pass it by. And now I have idle CDs. That's another thing. Technically, they're from an anime, so I've crossed that mark of having idle CDs. I don't know. I don't know how much there is yet. Picked up the show 20 yet? I'm probably not going to, because I thought about it and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna see what kind of comes out for reviews. And one of the guys I follow on Twitter bought it, and he's been playing it a bunch, and he's been playing through a bunch of things, and he's like a big baseball fanatic, and he kind of plays a lot of the same style of stuff that I do, and he was very meh about it, where he's just like, I'm not really feeling it. I don't really think there's all that much here. You know, I wish there was more. So I might just wait and buy Super Mega Baseball 3, because they're actually adding a franchise mode, and I kind of enjoy that, plus the customization and all that. So I'll probably just end up buying that instead and not even worry about the show. I didn't buy it last year either. So
cut it to one. Diggs brings it up the floor.
Just a wee bit American. Why can't you obsess over Americans?
Left wing.
What do you mean obsessed over Americans?
Scrucky backs in the key. The bucket is good.
Hey, there we
He'll
go.
have a chance for one more.
Thought about it and then realized that old baseball games were 10 times superior. It's just one of those things that I bought 18. I didn't buy 19 or 20. I bought 18 because they did changes to Road to the Show. And I'm like, okay. This is the first one I think I'd bought since like 14. So it'd been like 4 years. But I also kind of realized that a lot of the stuff, a lot of the basics about the game haven't really changed. Like, they're just now, just this year, getting into the idea of like rebranding and relocating teams. I'm like, that thing has been such a big thing in like the NBA 2K series for like 4 games now. And like the show is just getting around to it. And I know it's a great game, but it also doesn't seem like they changed up too much. So I haven't felt the need to continuously buy it. Might as well support Metalhead with their Super Mega Baseball series. I'm not too fond of the $45 price they have. They've already put on the third one, but I mean, it's been a few years, so why not?
If you've got the timeouts, you might as well use them.
Really massive
you can't
baseball
take them
fan,
to the
so
bank
enjoy
with
the
you.
games. I know, it's weird. I think I play more baseball video games. I'm more into baseball video games than I am the actual sport of baseball. And even then, I'm still not super into baseball. I'm not really into baseball at all. Like I said, I like a couple of games, so that's about it. So when people say, hey, you should play this, it's like, you know, I like, you know, I bought Spirits. I haven't heard anything about them doing Spirits again this year. Let's do defense.
Getting set to
So,
inbound the ball. Both teams are
yeah,
making
I'm
a
just
few
not
lineup
into it
changes.
enough. Now, if they did some like basketball indie video games, I'd definitely do that. No one ever does that though. It's weird. I don't know if basketball's just anytime an indie basketball game gets made, it's always like arcadey. No one ever tries to do simulation like they do in football or baseball, anything like that.
Thanks, Tracy. Timba takes it up.
That's weird. I don't even think like 2K has any specific NBA license issues, but yeah, no one just ever does it. Or hockey. I could see hockey because I think hockey's like exponentially lesser of an audience, but like basketball should be pretty popular.
Weiss. To the inside. With the shot. That's his shot.
Damn it.
Right there.
What's
Easy
after this?
make by
I
Weiss.
don't know what's after this.
He's got 8.
I don't know yet.
Pegazzola tosses it up court.
I could do
Timba
some more
goes up,
NFL
throws it
2K.
down.
Oh,
They're
no.
ahead, 28 to 27.
Hey, subscribing at Tier 1. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hell, if I get like a handful more subscribers, I might actually be able to take money out of it. I don't know the last time. I have never taken money out of an account in for Twitch, because I know you have to have something like $100, I think, minimum, before you can actually like get a check from them.
Takes the shot.
Unless you're getting paid like a certain amount each time, and I just basically set it to like, yeah, whenever I have enough money to take out, sure, we'll do that, and it's like minimum $100. I might be close to it at this point. I don't know.
I like how he gets himself into
Even though it's been like
position.
what, 3 years now.
Right time yet again. Weiss, no good from downtown. They've still got a 4-point lead.
Come on.
Fires.
There we go. All right.
The Wildcats will take a timeout.
Oh, TW. Dude, that thing's like 2 hours long.
Teams are making substitutions.
It's already 9:30. I'm not doing TW. That's like 2 hours out of my day. I'd be here till midnight. I have to go to work tomorrow. Some of us don't have a choice. Some of us still have to push mail out the building tomorrow.
Nice little crossover.
Dude, gimmick for signing a TW, good jobs. It's just Andrew Yang. I just put Andrew Yang into TW. Speed run it? Oh god. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Speed run TW. Pretty early stream for me. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, this is about what normally I'm supposed to do. If I don't take 3-hour naps when I get home, this is what happens when I actually have enough sleep. I can actually not have to take a nap. And then I can stream. Stream in a normal hour.
Peñazola bounces it to the wing.
Here we go.
Right block.
Ooh.
Beats it to the right wing.
Oh no, Scrocky. Oh, you know what? Scrocky might be able to.
They're bringing the double team.
There we go. Oh. Here we go. Come on.
And he makes the first.
You got it. You got it. Make him a tag team with Massive Comet.
He gets the second to fall as well. Channing inbounds the ball.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. God, it is warm today. I just keep need to remind myself that, like, it's gonna get cold again. That's another thing I looked at. Is it supposed to get cold again? Like, it's like 47 now. That's nice. Being in the 50s is nice, but it's rainy. It's supposed to get all the way up to 68 tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna have to wear anything. No coats or anything. I'm not gonna look silly when I wear my shorts out like I always do. But then it's supposed to drop down to 19. It's supposed to be a high of 68 with a low of 19. Why? Why do I have to deal with horseshit ice? I'm done with winter. I'm so fucking done with winter. God, I want to cry. So done with winter. Jesus. I told myself the other day when I scraped off my window, I'm like, dude, this better be the last goddamn time this year I gotta scrape frost off my window. I guess I don't care so much if I don't have to scrape shit off my window. I'm done using my ice scraper this year. I will just break a window if I have to. I don't want to scrape any more goddamn windows this season. I don't have a garage. Maybe that's what I should do.
Can't finish in the post.
Just spend some extra money to get a garage at our apartment complex. Might hit 40 tonight, so sick of the cold, you motherfucker. Might get into the 40s here in SoCal. God forbid I ever see a snowflake. It's just the worst. At least it's not snowing.
He
Oh my
gets the
god, if
ball.
it started snowing at this point,
Kimba inbounds the ball.
I'd probably cry. They're like 80, 90 in Australia. Last 4 more months. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it's Australia, so it's your guys' summer going into fall now. So yeah, you guys are coming into
Weber has
fall.
it left wing. Weber backs in. Feeds high post. Williams
Oh,
gets it
come on
right
now.
side. 19-footer was off the mark by Horner. But they're still up by 2. Peñazola
Hottest
dumps
part
it
of
to the
Australia,
middle.
also
Scrucky
known as
pulls
all of
the trigger.
Australia.
Almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
Gets to like the mid hundreds. Ugh.
Knocks down the first one.
88 in Florida, mid Florida in February. I guess that's one thing I can look forward to is not going to Tampa and have it be like the 90s in like the first week of
Gets the
April,
second to
like it
fall
was a
as
few
well.
years ago.
Glover inbounds
Good
the
for
ball.
New England.
About
Died 1,000
half
deaths.
minutes left
Yeah,
in the second
I
half.
can see that. Fahrenheit
Pushes it
works
to the
are just
left.
estimating.
Fires
Oh
from
yeah,
11 feet out. Yanked down
we're
inside
speaking in
by
them
Kimba.
freedom units.
Scrucky passes way down court.
Everything's
That
in
was
American
a much
units here.
quicker shot than they might have liked, but it was a pretty open look, so it's tough to fault him.
I'm glad that the
Goes
weather
up,
app,
gets the go-ahead bucket. He's
the
shooting
weather app I
43%
use
for the
can
game.
change between Celsius and
The student
Fahrenheit.
section
Even
is whooping it up now.
if
How
I'm
much
in
fun
different
are they
countries, it
having?
really helped me out when I was in
Goosebumps give those
Japan.
kids when they
I was
really
like,
get
it says it's supposed to be like
Flash on the
12
twos.
degrees. Can I just put this in American units so I know what that actually is? It's supposed to snow in
Williams
Philly
catches it
on
on the
Monday.
inside.
Oof.
The last shot laid gently in.
Neither team can find a way to pull away from the other.
Skip pass out left. Scrucky. These fans are loving it. We get a packed
Yeah,
house
I don't
in
want
here,
no more
and
snow.
they're going
I got
He's 8
I got
for
friends who
12 in the
live up
game.
in like Winnipeg. It's
Harrington
just
wasn't watching the line there.
it's
That's
I
going to
can't
go
imagine
overtime.
how it is
That's
here,
just
just
careless
10 hours
Vern.
north.
He wasn't watching
It's
where
like,
he was
God,
on
it's
court.
just winter
teams
all
are
the
making a few
time there.
lineup
I
changes.
couldn't do that. I couldn't live in Canada.
Kimba inbounds the ball. Catches it on the free throw line.
I think that's why everyone's so
Skips
friendly.
it
Is because it's
inside.
never too hot to just like be unfriendly to each other. It's like everything's so cold, so
And it's a
it's not
4-point
worth being
game.
pissed off over because then you gotta shout at each other outside in negative 50
Kansas State
temperatures.
coach saw something out there and he wants to make some
You the
adjustments.
best
He
units.
burned his time out to
America
get his
has the
players'
best
attention.
units. Compromise and use Kelvin. Oh my God. Winnipeg, you mean Upper America? Probably. Toronto's just like, it's practically America. What does it say? It's like Upper Portland, but I think it might actually be farther south than like Portland and Seattle. What should I do? What should I do? Let's do shot selection. Or shot selection is not
Well,
my
let's
name.
get back to the action.
America Light. Lives a mile away from Canada High School. I hit negative 30 many times. Take walks right. Take walks at night. Oh, God. I mean, I'm kind of immune to cold because I refuse to buy jeans.
Glover inbounds the ball.
Like, as far as long pants are concerned, I have a pair of khaki
Right wing.
slacks and a couple pairs of, like, black slacks, but I don't own jeans. I own some, like, tearaway pants.
Down low.
I bought pants off eBay from some guy because I told myself I'm gonna wear shorts because it's always hot where I work.
And he makes
Like
the
even
first.
in the dead of winter, they'll turn the heat up to like 75, 80. So it's like there's no need to have like
He gets the
long
ball.
pants there. So I bought like athletic tearaway
You
pants.
know what kind of defense
But it's
they're
kind of
in,
hard to
don't you,
find them
Vern?
at this point, like the kind that you play that
Dumps
you
it
you
off.
wear in basketball games. The
Backs
kind where
down.
it's like, okay, you got the pants, but then they like have the snaps
Mills it.
that,
Open look.
oh damn it,
Weber gets the ball
have the snaps
inside.
that tear away.
Look at
You
the
basically
D,
the
what a
Tai
great
Chi
job
pants.
bothering them
Anyone
underneath.
who
That
watches
stop might boost
New
their
Japan, the
confidence.
Tai Chi pants.
Passes left side.
So I have
Weber
those, but I needed to buy them like
has it
3
down
sizes
low.
bigger because I
Harrington
needed them
beats
to
it to
go
the right
over
corner. The
my
Wildcats
my
will
cargo
retain
shorts
possession.
when I wear them to work. So they do pretty well. And I needed to find something that had like kind of neutral colors. So I have a pair of
Inbounds the ball.
University of Utah
Right
pants.
wing. Knocked
And I have
loose.
Utah
And it's out of
Utes
bounds.
pants.
Last touch by Iowa State.
But they work. They do well. You wore shorts every day in winter until they told you you'd be sent back to change if you didn't. See, they don't do that at our work, but I think that's also because we got quite a few, like, wearing shorts in the winter in our building doesn't hamper your, because we're inside all day, so it doesn't really hamper our work. So doesn't really matter. I mean, it's indoors, so who cares?
3 for 4 from 3-point
But
range.
then, yeah, also we got several other guys who do the same
Passes it to
thing,
the left.
who do the
From in
shorts
close.
thing all the time.
Drilled by Shepard. They now lead by 1.
How do you watch
8
New
minutes
Japan if you
left in
don't
the
have
second half.
access to New Japan World? They have this brilliant thing online called New Japan World.
Carrington dumps it
By
off.
the way, it's AXS.
Comes up empty from 20 feet out.
Let's see here.
Dumps it to the paint.
Oof.
Milton backs him down. Timba has it left wing.
There you go.
Tosses it up.
Boom.
From 3-point range. They're now out in front by 4. Horner brings it up. Carrington skips it to the high post.
Oh, shit.
Weber connects.
That's all right.
They're now down by 1.
We're getting
Pigazzola
there.
passes
We're doing
up
it. We're
court.
doing it. Oh, Timba. I haven't seen Timba much. I think he's been hurt. I'm going to shoot over him anyway, because screw it. Ah, well, that's what I get
I
for
wouldn't bet on him missing that
being a
one again.
dum-dum.
Up court. Horner takes it up. Finishes the break. He's got
It's
6.
help. It's in Japanese. I think you can. I want to say they did that themselves. I want to say they themselves put out like a translation page for it. Oh, god damn it!
Goes up. Stuff.
God damn it!
Exploded off the floor to time that block.
I think you can find English translations for it. You just gotta look. Google is your
Weber catches
friend.
it. Left wing.
You can probably Google New Japan World NJPW World English translation.
Pulls it down inside.
Someone has figured it out. I think New Japan themselves have done it.
Number 1 option.
I think there's an English way of doing it. I can't remember. New Japan's goofy about stuff. They want to do an American expansion, but they refuse to put anything in English.
Gets it to go. They lead 52 to 50. Right around 6 minutes left in the second half.
The Kansas State coach
all right.
might have decided to
How
switch
much
things
more is
up a
left?
little bit.
Okay.
He's gonna take time to make sure everybody's clear on the game
Let's
plan.
do shot selection again. Our defense has been pretty okay.
Inbound the ball. Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
This one's getting close, man. Just under 6 minutes. It's a 2-point game.
Inbounds the ball. Gets it left wing. Out left. Beats it to the high post. 14 feet out. The offensive board
Damn it.
gathered by
Oh, come on. Where was the
There's no
foul on that?
arguing
That was
that
clean.
call. He definitely got hacked.
There's a big old English button at the top of the New Japan World page. I figured they probably did that.
knocks down
I was positive there was probably some big English button. Although it'd be kind of fun if it was an old English button. Ye old Toriano.
off on the second. Weber takes it up. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go.
Ah, damn it.
Stolen away by Kansas State. Bounced off the front rim by Channing. Scrucky way up court.
I think they threw him off just enough to affect that shot.
Williams grabs it, and that's his 4th rebound thus far.
I'm just
About 5.5
giggling to
minutes
myself
left in the
about
second
old
half.
English
No
combined
good
with
on
New
that last
Japan.
shot by Rudakis. Dicey pass. Shoots from the post. Off the
Oh,
glass
dude,
again
if that
by
didn't go in,
Scrucky.
I'd cry.
22 points, and he's the top scorer. Rudakis brings it up court. Leads him in. Got a hand on it.
Get it out of there, big fella.
There we
You
go.
have to
There we
protect the
go.
lane, and that time
Start the
they
run.
tried to sneak one
Oh,
through.
no.
The big
I was
guy
hoping
has
for Hilton Magic. Hear ye, hear ye.
With the block.
Buy
They
your
still have a
ye gold.
3-point lead.
Buy
He
your
must have
good
thought
ye
someone
old
was
promotional
rotating over to block
DVDs
that.
from Good
Can't
Nobles
lose
Card
concentration
Toriano.
even for a second.
Rudakis can't hit from beyond the arc.
Thy switchblade.
Passes to the left wing.
Damn it.
Misses the three-pointer. They still have a three-point lead. Weber lets it go. Follows his miss. Finishes in close. Iowa State takes its first.
I don't want him to cut promos in Old
Kansas
English.
State coach may have to deal with some chemistry
Jay
issues
White
after
and just
those substitutions,
his New
because that
Zealand
gives him a pretty
accent.
inexperienced lineup out there.
I shall hit thine Blade Runner and win
Has it out
the
left.
ye old IWGP heavyweight title.
Swish. They're up by 3. Right around 4 minutes left in the second half. Cuts off the pass.
Hey, there we
Really
go.
waiting for him there.
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
The Wildcats can tie it with a 3. That last shot
damn it.
good by Weber.
Yeah, for anniversary, be
Shepard
Jericho
inbounds the
returning
ball.
on day anniversary and being Yano back for one night.
Diggs. Terrific move.
I'll make it, thank you.
They're now up by 3.
Raw Tor what?
Horner at the controls. Carrington dishes it to the wing.
Talking show, oh my god.
Top of the key.
It
Swings
autocorrected
it to the right
Tofu.
wing.
I didn't even notice Tofu Yano. Dude, I hope they have that in Yano's bar. I really hope they serve that.
Lost track of his
God
position and
damn it.
stepped on the out-of-bounds line. That is a turnover.
Dude,
Both teams will make
that's one thing I
substitutions.
should have done. We should have
lost
done
track
was
of
go to
where he was,
Toriano's
Vern.
bar.
That's
I hope
just
they
not
sell.
heads
I
up
hope they sell
basketball.
food,
Just
and I
over
hope
3
it's
minutes
tofu
left in the
Yano.
second half.
Just tofu in the shape of Yano, like shrugging his shoulders.
Glover from 18 feet away. Missed.
Oh, the big fella with a tough rebound. No denying him on that one.
There you go. All right, Timba, you got this. You got this.
Timba backs him down.
I didn't want that.
Rips down the
I wanted him to
rebound.
pump fake, and he didn't do it.
31 left in the game.
Oh, God. All right, get underneath the basket. Wait for him to miss. He didn't miss. He didn't miss, boys.
Tied up.
This is not good.
Cox tosses it up court. Scrucky has it left side.
Oh, God damn it, dude. If he got the and one, that'd have been perfect. You're welcome for the new gimmick. Sushi chef.
Gets it.
Sushi chef Toriano. He's just a hibachi chef.
He gets the second
Perfect,
to fall
all right.
as well. Williams inbounds
Ah,
the ball.
damn, I thought he
Glover
had it.
brings it up the floor.
Man, just send the check to my address.
Pass left side.
Go.
Williams
Oh, shit.
Picks it up.
Damn
Nice
it.
speed by Weber.
Get my playlist.
It's now all knotted
Oh,
up.
for this episode.
Backs down.
Oh, no.
And it's picked up by Kansas
So
State.
maybe have the
Great
heels speaking
anticipation
Old
and
English.
quick
Wade
hands.
Barrett or
It's a
something.
deuce the other way if you don't protect the basketball.
I can see that.
Catches it right wing.
I bring the bad news. Hear ye, hear ye. Bad news,
Outright.
Barrett.
Passes to the low block. Carrington for the lead. Off target.
No.
And it's still
Gotta
all
keep
tied up
lead.
60.
Keep lead.
These people aren't
Keep
looking.
lead.
You think it's getting
Shoot.
loud in
No.
here?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. We're good. We're good. We're
Shepard
good.
Backs in. Dishes to the top of the key.
Oh, damn it. It was so close. It was so close.
Shepard, the three ball.
There it is.
Gets it to fall.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, he tipped it. 5 points. Oh, my God. Ooh. Ooh, the game really didn't like that. Game felt like it was about to crash. Oh, my God. Hung for a second. Oh, my God.
this is the deal.
Hilton Magic. Hilton Magic. Let's go.
He's doubled up. Kansas State carries it up.
Oh, my God.
Williams gets it baseline.
It's all right. It's a 5-point game.
Inbounds the ball. Carrington has picked up his first foul of the game.
I think it's a little too late for this, Fern. They're just prolonging the agony
Ah.
by fouling because this game's out of reach.
Carrington has
Yep,
picked up his
yep.
second
How
foul.
many fouls we
They
at
had
with
to
them
foul
now?
there.
I think we
They've
got to
got
get to
no other
7.
option.
Oh, shit.
Williams
Oh, damn. I was
the
about to
second
pass to
foul.
him, too.
I can appreciate their willingness to keep battling, Vern, but I think it's too late to save the game.
Wouldn't
Fouling
Jay
isn't
Wright
gonna
be
do
the
them any
sushi chef?
good
He could be.
anymore.
Unloads. The three-
Oh, my God. From way downtown.
Harrington just
Oh, and then we stole the ball back.
Good foul there. They need the
We're
ball
just
back as soon
pricks.
as possible.
Can you imagine how much shit we'd get if we actually let that happen? If we actually did that shit in real life?
double digits.
Just stole the ball even though we're up by like 7 with like 30 seconds left.
Three by Horner. Shepard fires
I think
the
they finally
three.
gave up, but we're not taking our foot off the gas yet.
Vern, just play solid D and use as much
Oh.
time as possible.
Knocked free. Bounce pass. Right side. Glover from
Not going to give you the satisfaction.
Iowa State
Boom.
knocks off the Wildcats 73-62. And now it's time to show you our player of the game.
Oh. There we go. Oh, new Toki Joshi Pro.
Now let's send it to the studio and Greg
It's
Gumbel
too bad
with the
our US show has been
Pontiac
canceled, but we still have a few
Thanks, Vern. Welcome,
TJPW
everyone, to
English
2K
Challenge
Sports
videos that we have
Studios.
not
I'm Greg
released
Gumbel,
yet. Is it
and we're
okay
set
to
bring you
for
the
us to post them?
game-changing
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, yeah,
In a close
duh.
game like this, winners and
Please
losers
give
are
more.
determined by who keeps their composure during crunch time.
All right.
Okay, thanks, Greg. This is Vern Lundquist for Tracy Wolfson and
Of course, people are going to want more of that. Oh, God. Oh, boy, we're at Texas, which means I'm not playing this game. Do we have a... Oh, boy, so we're just going to have to let the computer decide if... Oh, my God. Yeesh. Texas is fucking dominant. Interaction for metrics. Although I do gotta say, I did see some of them. Some of them were okay. Mia Watanabe did about as good as I expected her to do, considering she didn't know how to properly spell thank you when I saw her. All right. Oh shit. You know what? Hang on. Before this, streak. At least we are up to 32 games at home and a 67-5 record. Look at that. That is a great looking record now. Oh, all right. Let me see. Let's lose. Yep. Oh God, we got smoked. Holy shit, did we get smoked? Yeah, we'll just do that. At least we didn't lose our number 3 spot, but we're firmly in number 3 now because our guys could not come together and beat Texas. If it were at home, they might stand a better chance of me controlling them, but that's all right. So let's see here. We got Texas A&M. We've got Oklahoma State. We got Nebraska. We got Kansas. That's it. So we got what? 4 games left? Yeah, Texas A&M, Oklahoma State, Nebraska. Yeah, the Baylor's away, the Colorado's away, Kansas. So that's 4 games left in the regular season before we get to the conference tournament as well as the NCAA tournament. So I think we'll be up to the Kansas game next time because we'll have Texas A&M, Oklahoma State, and Nebraska. So we'll be done recruiting by the end of the next stream. We'll be able to do Kansas and then probably the conference tournament games. So there we go. Well, we're still keeping our home record very nice. We're doing pretty well. 20-3. That's definitely a strong year that we have been having, though. I do gotta say so myself. We're doing on pace. It looks like we're about on pace to do as good, if not just a little bit better than we did last time. So, I mean, we were national champions last year at 32-6. So, right now, not too bad. If we We only lose, like I said, 2 more games. If we can keep less than 3 games, we'll do even better. So, we've done well for ourselves. Long, long ways away from our old days at Grambling where we couldn't get past the second round. So, it's kind of nice. Either way, let me go ahead and save this because I don't think I did. Oh, shit, it's Okada. Maybe I should just end it now. Oh, boy. Panda's going to be thrilled that you're here now. He's been trying to take over your mantle of saying goofy shit. Yeah, remember, invest in Bitcoin. All right. I'll probably do one more thing here on stream because a little bit. I'm not going to be able to go to bed right away. It's my day off. So I'll probably do something else for you guys after this. Probably just something quick. But either way, thank you for you guys for coming out. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time.